Okay, everybody, welcome back to this next section of this video series. In this section, I'm going to talk about social media marketing agencies. Now, going back to this concept, like a social media marketing agency is just a company that you would be the company, basically. But all you do is basically just run ads on behalf of other businesses. And so this will cost you nothing to even start up. So all it does is just take a little bit of education on your part, and I'm going to show you the bulk of it right now on what you can do and what it takes to start a social media agency. So what you want to do, and when it comes to social media marketing agency, all you want to do is just find clients that are willing to pay you to run ads. That's it. So, but how do you run ads? That's something you need to learn. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to run ads for other people, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. So here's the concept. It's like when you want to do marketing for a business, your job is to run ads and get them leads. That's all you have to do. Like if you're running ads for a dentist, you don't have to clean their teeth. You don't have to do root canals. You're not the dentist, obviously. All you have to do is get that dentist leads and customers. And the way you do that, you don't have to go door to door knocking on everyone's door like, hey, you want a new dentist, passing out flyers? No. All you do is just run ads on Facebook and your zip code or whatever zip code that dentist is in, and then you will get leads. So, but here's the whole thing of it. So, when you're running an ad, you need the person who's going to click on the ad to give you your information somehow. Because to get the lead, you need that customer's email, phone number, or so forth. You want to be able to get that customer, in the door, right? So you don't want to just run ads and then have that ad go to a website where there's no email being collected or no personal information being collected. So what you're going to want to do is basically, here's what it is, really fast. So when you run an ad on Facebook, and we all know what Facebook is, right? So in your news feed, every now and then you see an ad for a company. So whatever you're into, like sometimes you'll see ads, like if you click on our website for bowling balls, when you go to your Facebook feed, you might start seeing ads for bowling balls, right? So, I mean, there are ads on Facebook for businesses, and we all know that. It's quite evident. So, if you're running an ad for a dentist, and I'm just going to jump right into it because it's so simple. What you want to do is, first you want to find an email provider that also has landing pages. So if you're not familiar with what an automatic email service is, it's not just like Google where you just write an email or whatever. Like you want to be able to collect people's emails, and you want to be able to collect their emails in bulk. So an email provider is anything similar to, say, like MailChimp or Aweber. Let me see. I'll even type these in for you really fast. So go to MailChimp. Alright, here we go. So MailChimp.com is one of the most popular email collectors. And basically, I just want to show you what the website looks like. Aweber is another one, which is right here. I personally use MailChimp, but Aweber is another one. Alright, and what these companies are, these little softwares, and they're free. MailChimp's free. Aweber is $20 a month. There's other ones called ConvertKit, there's GetResponse, and even like, GetResponse is popular. There's even ads on TV for this company. Alright, so this is your email marketing. That's all this is, your email marketing machine. And so what all these companies do, these softwares do, is basically collect emails. And so this is what your website will eventually look like. And to make one of these is actually really easy. And when you sign up to Aweber or MailChimp, you get templates like this, and then you just fill in your text that you want. So let's come here. These are just images, right? So this is what a landing page looks like. This is just an example. So like if this was to be a dentist, right here you'd have a picture of your dentist. You would say something like, "Get a free teeth cleaning. Enter your email now," and then you put the customer will put in their information. So this is basically like what excuse me, what a landing page looks like. And you can make one of these very easily. If you go on YouTube, you can, like, if you need more direction, because a lot of this stuff is like, I don't want to say it's common sense, but it's very intuitive. So if you were to go into MailChimp, they're going to give you a template that looks like this, and you just basically fill in the blanks of what you wanted to say. So, but this is what a landing page looks like. If I was doing a landing page for a bowling alley, instead of this cell phone here, it'd be a bowling ball, and then I would say something like, "Welcome to Joe's Bowling Alley. Put in your email to get a free game on us," and then they put their email in and whatever, and then they click submit, and that email goes to your email provider, such as MailChimp or whatever, and you end up creating a list of emails. And so even if I were to come in here to like MailChimp, for instance, and I will allow my computer to load, because that's its favorite thing to do. So like this is like inside MailChimp. So what you do, I was trying to sell something, it wouldn't let me sell. So you can't do MailChimp for affiliate marketing, which I'm going to get into in a little bit. But MailChimp does not allow affiliate marketing, and I did not know that before I started this. So affiliate marketing is basically when you sell someone else's product. But if you're doing this for your own business, it'll without a doubt do it for you. So don't worry about this garbage. All right, so basically that landing page will come to this section like list. So right here, it'll tell you how many subscribers you have. This is one of my newer ones, so I got 3 subscribers on this first one. So, but I haven't run any ads for this just yet. But you can have as many lists as you want. You can have like a dentist list or a chiropractor list or whatever else, and it tells you your subscribers. So whenever someone signs up to like your landing page here, their email goes into a list just like this right here, and then you can send them emails from this platform. So then what you do is click on campaigns, right? And this is for when you want to go send out an email. And so I know I'm kind of working backwards here, but I just want to show you how this works. So when you have a landing page, their email goes to that list like I just showed you, and then if you want to send an email, you just create a campaign, and then from there on out, it gives you like a template to create your own new email. So you can set an email, write an email, campaign name, testing 1, 2, 3, and this is and you can even do automated emails too, so that way the email will be sent whenever you want to. But basically, this is just the whole thing. So you would say, "Hey, who is this?" You would add, "Who are you sending this to?" So you'd add recipients, recipients. Sorry. So and then you just add in all this information, like what list? Okay, what list? Okay, I want to send it to my demo list, my funnel hacker list, and so you get this, your dentist list, for instance, or your chiropractor list. So you basically just create your campaign, your email, your subject, your content. All this stuff is super easy once you get down to it, but this is not the whole thing of like social media marketing. So I mean, like sending out emails and doing follow-ups, yeah, that's part of your job. But all this stuff is super easy, and it's not that technical. And the whole point that I want to get to in this video is like the Facebook marketing itself. So I just wanted to show to you that when you run an ad, you have to send it to a landing page like this, which you can create. And MailChimp and Aweber and all these companies provide landing pages. And then once you set it up, the email will go into a list, and then from there on, you send out emails for continuous follow-ups to generate more leads for your customers. So here's what you want to do. This is all going to tie in together. So when you come to, when you want to run an ad on Facebook, you're going to go to business.facebook.com and you want to set up your basically you want to set up your account or whatever. So, but to create, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create an ad. And to create an account, I already have an account, so I can't show you how the startup goes. But it's really easy. It's once you go to create your own Facebook ad account, I mean, you can run ads from your Facebook page, but when you want to get serious, you get an ads manager, and it's I mean, all this stuff I did without instruction. Like, you just go to your ad section, and then it says, basically, you want to you don't have to pay for this stuff, but this is a more professional way of running your ads than from like your personal page. And so I'll show you really fast how easy it is to create an ad. So if I were to create an ad for a dentist, you get into your business.com Facebook, you're now in your business manager, your ads manager, and if you want to create an ad, this is all you do. So you come here and you say create an ad. Alright, and we are loading. Imagine that. Alright, so here's like the back office of your, here's where you start your ad creation. So when you go to run ads on Facebook, it gives you certain options on what to do, what your objective is, right? So you got brand awareness, you got reach, you got traffic. So if you want traffic to your website, you want engagement, and all these do just a little bit different. And I'll just explain to you right now. So if you want traffic to your website, all you do is click on traffic. If you're trying to sell something, you click on conversion, because the way Facebook runs their ads is like they're going to show your ads to people who are more likely to buy something if you go to conversion. Or if you want comments on a post, you would do engagement. If you want more likes and comments on a post that you're putting out, so that way you get more attention, you do engagement, because this will Facebook will show your ad to people who are more likely to leave a comment on your post. And Facebook's really cool because it really knows like who buys what and who likes what or whatever. But again, like if you just want traffic to your website, say if you got a brand new website and you want just traffic to it, you just do traffic. But these people are not necessarily going to buy stuff. The people that right here, say if you're selling a product on your website, you would do conversions. Or if you want, like I said, engagement on your post, you do engagement. If you're just trying to get your brand out there, you do brand awareness. But for the most part, you're going to want to do traffic, engagement, or even conversions. So you could even do videos. Like if you're sending out a video ad, you can do a video ad and lead generation, all this stuff. So I mean, you got a great little platform to work with. So in this scenario, if we're just trying to get emails and lead generation, I mean, you could do lead generation, but just for sake of simplicity, we're going to do traffic. And you scroll down, and you can name your campaign, and you can do something like this. Just do like dentist traffic, right? Hit continue. And so on this section of your Facebook advertising, let's keep this over there. That doesn't really matter. I'll just move it back. Sorry. So there's 3 sections to your advertisement on, like, when it comes to advertising on Facebook. We already did the objective right here, which was the page before, and now we're right here. And this is the second page. And so this is the ad set. And in this section, you get to choose all this stuff right here. So what you would do, basically, if you want to name this ad set, and I'll show you what this does really in a little bit, because this is more of a detail thing. Dentist, whatever, right? We're going to say, where do you want to drive your traffic to? So do you want to drive traffic to a website? Yes. If you had an app, you can send people to an app. You can send people to your Messenger or WhatsApp and all that stuff. But because we're sending people to a landing page, that's a website, we're going to keep it right there. And here's what we do. So here we come down to our audiences. Now, if you have a custom audience, this comes in time when you already have people coming to your website. You can create a custom audience specifically like when you get more traffic, and that's more of an advanced thing, which you're not going to be needing right now. But just so you know, like once you get people to your traffic, to your website and stuff like that, you can actually use that data to create a custom audience to find people that are more like the people who are buying your product. So that way it's easier for Facebook to target the audience that you want if you have a custom audience already in mind. So for instance, if you're any business like a florist, if you're a florist and you have an email list of 200 people, you can put that list of 200 people into Facebook, and it will basically analyze all 200 people, because those 200 people also have Facebook pages, and everyone on Facebook tells Facebook what they like, what their interests are, and stuff like that. So Facebook will analyze all 200 people, see what their common denominator is, basically what do they all have in common, and then it'll start showing ads to people that are very similar. So that comes in time, but right now, if you're running an ad for a dentist, you don't want to show your Facebook ad to the entire United States, right? You want to show people your ad only to the businesses, like basically your zip code, right? So I'm in Minnesota. So if I were to run an ad for a dentist right now, I would put in the zip code that I want, which is Forest Lake, right? So you click on that ad, or click on that link, and now your ad is only going to show to this population right here. Like if I zoom out, here's Minneapolis and St. Paul, but I'm up here in Minnesota. So right here, if I have a dentist that lives or works right here in Forest Lake, where I live, this ad will only show in this general area. Okay? So, but you know, if I was running an ad for someone in New York for some reason, I would basically get their zip code and target. But you know, you just type in, this is how you target, right? So you don't want to waste your ads to people who are in St. Cloud or even Minneapolis or in Toronto, for instance. You want people right here. So that's what this does. So if you wanted to run an ad for the entire state, I could do that as well. Okay, so now my ad would show to the entire state if I wanted to. So, and you can also go by the city as well. So these are just different ways of targeting your audience. So if I'm running an ad for a dentist, I would put in their zip code and target just where I want to. We'll go back to that. Okay. There we go. Now we're right here. And if you really wanted to even, there is a way to lower your the mileage range, but this is very nice right where it is. So here's where you also this is also where you narrow down your audience. So you don't want to send your ad for a dentist to 18-year-olds necessarily, and you don't want to send your ads to people who are 80 years old. I mean, people who are 80 years old probably already have a dentist, and they might not even be on Facebook. So you might want to target this down a little more. So instead of sending ads to people, who are 18, you might want to send people who are 21. And so you might want to say 21 because by that time, that kid, or younger adult, would be off their their parents' insurance. So maybe, possibly, because usually insurance ends when you're 18. You gotta be on your own. And then on top of it, we're gonna limit this as well. So we'll say we want someone who is. We'll just narrow it down. Okay. And then we will basically run an ad for people who are 21 years old to 45 years old. And if you can decide if you want to show it to all genders, whether you're a man or a woman. But typically, women are more in charge of the household when it comes to the kids. I mean, I'm not going to say that is for sure, but because I think like women take care of their kids more than husbands do, you might want to target just women. So if you look over here onto the right side of the screen, you're going to see your potential reach is 15,000 people, which means right now in Forest Lake, there are 15,000 people who are between the ages of 21 and 45. And if you were to select, say, like women, and you want to narrow this in a women, my reach is now 7,000 people, which is great because this is now you're targeting women who are between 21 and 45, and you could, if you wanted to put in English, you can as your language, but most people in Forest Lake speak English, so I'm not really worried about that. When it comes to detailed targeting, what you want to do right here is now if you're doing this for a local business, such as like a dentist or even a mechanic, I would maybe leave this open for now. But if you are targeting someone in specifically, all right. So, well, I want to say two different things, right? So, because there's only 7,000 people in this area, like everybody needs a dentist. So I'm not going to go in here and type in Colgate. All right. So people who are interested in the Colgate toothpaste, it's going to be probably too low. See, the potential reach is less than 1,000 people. So like less than 1,000 people in Forest Lake care about toothpaste. So we're going to get rid of that. But what I'm trying to say is like this, like if you were selling something else, such as like a teeth cleaning kit, and that was on your Shopify store, you would be targeting the entire United States. So let's just go back. I'm sorry, let's go back really fast because I want to show you the difference between, I know we're doing marketing for a local business, but let's just say if I were to be running an ad for a product, okay. So let's just say I have a Shopify store for teeth cleaning, right? My store sells only oral care, like for people who are interested in keeping their teeth clean. So if I were to do my United States, this is my target. When you come down here a little bit more, like your potential reach right now is 66 million people. So if you see this number right here, you got 66 million people in all United States. And again, we also have limited this a little bit more to just women. But if I were to come down here to the target, detailed targeting. So we have 66 million people in America, but if I were to type in Colgate toothpaste and put this in as an interest, that 66 million is now 200,000. So I just want to show you how well this works. I just want to show you how well this works out because like at first we were targeting the entire United States for 66 million, where there's 66 million people. 200,000 people care about Colgate. So if I was selling, teeth cleaning supplies, my ad would be shown to only people who care about Colgate. So I just wanted to point that out to you how well that works. All right. Just an idea. Just a little more knowledge for you entrepreneurs. So if I were to come back here, go back to my location. I take out this Colgate. All right. So we're back to our 7,000 people that we're targeting in our area code that are women and all this other jazz. So who are 21 and 45. Here's some other things you can do. You could also go to browse and have demographics, and then we can go down a little more and go to people who are parents, and we can send this ad to people who are only parents. We can send this ad to people who are parents with preschoolers, and we can send this ad to parent, so I'm just trying to show you how accurate this can be. You can run an ad to parents who have preteens, who are 8 years old to 12 years old. So if we were to run this ad to women who are, say, like 20 years old and up, you can send an ad to people who also have kids. And then in your ad, you can say something like, hey, kids get free teeth cleanings. So you would put this in as a demographic or an interest, right? So again, this is less than 1,000 people, so I wouldn't really deal with that. So if I'm in a small town where there's only 20,000 people, so if you were like in the city, like in New York City, you could definitely, narrow it down even more so. All right, so let's keep moving. So here in this next section, you get to select where you want your ads to show. So right here it says automatic placements, which means Facebook will place your ads where it thinks it's best for you, which is, it says recommended, and I highly recommend that as well, because like your ads might convert better on Instagram, which again is where Facebook owns Instagram, so your ads go to both places. But if you wanted to edit your placements, you were to come here and click on this, you are given the option to show your ads on all these different platforms. So you can send your ads to only news feeds. You can put it in articles, the in-stream videos, on the right column, which is on your computer on the right side. This can be in your stories and marketplace. And again, here's Instagram. So you can, if you don't want to have your ads on Instagram, you just check it off. And now all your ads will go to Facebook. You can also check this off, so that way you get rid of all this stuff. And if you only want your ads to show just in your newsfeed of Facebook and other people's news feeds, you just unclick all these. And now you will only have these ads in people's timelines, in their feeds rather, not their timelines. So you can select where you want your ads to go. If you want to go into Messenger, you can do that. But just for this example, we'll say we want Instagram feeds and the Facebook news feeds. But like I said, but Facebook recommends what Facebook recommends. I would go with that just because Facebook is smarter than you are, and even I'm not trying to say that to be mean, but even like the most advanced internet marketers will suggest that, and they do it themselves because Facebook knows more about their audience than you do, or Facebook knows about your audience than you do, honestly. So here we keep going. So this is how easy it is to do an ad. So next, we come down to the budget. So right here is where you put your budget, and you can either choose a daily budget or you can even do a lifetime budget. So if your dentist or a chiropractor or whoever says like, hey, I only have $100 a month, you could easily just say lifetime budget. And you click on it, you put in 100, and then you even have like the start date. So like today is March 14th, and right here it gets the month. And if you want to do it even shorter or longer, you can say like, all right, 2 weeks or whatever. And so what this does is like Facebook says I have $100 to spend over the next 2 weeks. So Facebook will gradually let out ads and will gradually spend this $100. So like, which would be basically, if you had a month, it's like $3 a day, which is not a lot of money for an ad. So if you're running ads, you might want to spend, a lot of people say spend $5 a day, but if you're trying to get some real results, like, obviously more money the better, but if you're just starting out, it's good to start off with a low budget. And also be careful of your ad spend, because if you're not watching your ads, like for instance, if you're on a daily budget, Facebook is going to spend $20 a day every day, unless you like change it, obviously. Like you can change it to 7 or 77, or whatever you want. So, but this ad will show every day spending $10 a day until you turn it off. So if you're not careful, like if you're running an ad for somebody and you're not watching this, so you forget about it, and or you just forget. Like Facebook is going to keep spending $10 a day until you turn it off. So it's always good to have a lifetime budget, so that way you don't go over. All right. And right now it says your start date is in the past because it's too late in the day. Okay. And it says right here, your ad will show for 18 days and you'll spend no more than $179. All right, this next section is how you're charged for your ads. And right now it's saying you're getting charged per click. So really, honestly, like the way Facebook works is you get charged per impression. So like, even though it says like you're getting charged per click, if it takes like 1,000 impressions for one click, you're still getting charged for those 1,000 impressions. So your cost per click might be, $2 or $1, depending on how optimized your ad is and how much people are clicking on your ad. But you can always check and say impressions if you want to get charged per impression, which means like it doesn't matter how many times people click on your stuff. You just want your ad shown. So I mean, but link clicks, having your link clicked is usually the best way to go. And so we'll continue. So that's it for this section. All right, now the next section is your ad. So here's the cool part about Facebook is like if you don't have pictures, you can use some static, some basic pictures that it gives you. So here's how you create your own ad. All right, so basically you would pick which Facebook page you'd be running this ad from. So if you're running ads for a dentist, you're going to want to be like an admin on their Facebook page or Facebook group, so that way you have permission to run ads from their Facebook page. So like right now I have Minnesota Media Marketing, which is one of my businesses. So if I want to run an ad for my own business, I would say Minnesota Media Marketing. But if I click on here, these are all other businesses that I have, like when I was selling dog products. My meditation mentor, I have like a meditation course, and then I have dental refresh, which is like when I was selling dental products, hence the topic. But if you were an admin, you could have like, you would select which page you'd want to run. So like Olympia Granola right here, this is a business that I used to work for. This is one of my past employers. So all I am is just, I'm an admin for them, so that way it shows up over here as an option. So if I wanted to run an ad for them, I would click on their Facebook page. I hope you guys like this stuff. This is like, you would seriously pay $1,000 for this stuff, of course. So right here, you get a format. You can choose your carousel, which means like just right here, it's quite obvious. If you were to upload like 5 different pictures, there'd be a carousel that it would show pictures of. You get a single image, you got a collection. You can also do videos, but single image or video for now. So that's where we're going to stay right here. And now if you're going to show a video, you would click on this link. If you have an image, you would just keep it here. And you would upload an image from your computer, just as that. You can browse your library as well. But because this is just an example, we can use free stock images. So we'll come here, go to free stock, and you can actually go into search. And whatever business you're running an ad for, Facebook might have a picture for you. So I'm going to let this load for a second, which is the theme of my life. Waiting to load. All right, dentist. All right. I hope everyone has a faster computer than I do. So you can just simply go to your stock images and eventually something will appear. And here we go. So if your dentist was doing teeth cleanings, for example, you could, or, oh, this is actually perfect. If you're running ads for like teeth cleaning for kids, like this is one of the things that you can do. So as a promotional offer, when you talk to the business that you're running ads for, you're going to want to ask them what they want to run an ad for. So you don't want to just make stuff up. You want to get their permission and get their insight on what they want to do. So like sometimes like a dentist might be willing to give out a free teeth cleaning for a kid because they know that they can probably get an upsell on that customer when they find out this kid has a cavity. You know, that's why people give away stuff for free, is because like they know they're going to make a sell one way or the other. So this kid right here, you know, you can run an ad and you talk to your dentist about what they want to do. But like if you were to say, hey, if your dentist was like, I want to do free teeth cleanings for kids, you can simply just pick this picture and in the description, you know, you can say, hey, free teeth cleaning for kids. And like I said, like when this kid comes in for his free teeth cleaning, he might need braces, and then the dentist will be like, "Oh, you can really use some braces. They're $1,200." So you see, like that free, like giveaway can actually add up. So for now, we're going to click on this ad, this little button, on this image, and we're going to say continue. All right. And so the picture pops up, and we're going to start editing this picture or this ad. And we're almost done. All right, let's get going. Let's go down a little bit more. So here's what your ad's going to look like. Again, like, right here is the picture of my past employer like I was talking about. So, I mean, I'm not going to actually run this ad, but I'm just showing you guys. So you got the picture here of your ad, and then what you would do here is, let me click out of here. So right here, you put the website that you want this to go to. So we'll just click my meditation page or whatever. But this is like right here is where you would put your landing page. So your landing page from your email subscriber that we were talking about earlier, that's where you put this into, because you'd have to have like a domain and you send people to your website that way. And right here you put in your text. This is important. Hey, Minnesota. We are offering free teeth cleanings for children ages 5 and up. click on the link to enter your email and we will send you a coupon for your free tea. Okay. Pretty cool. Alright, so this is what we do next. Alright, so you got this all. This is your ad. And then if you were to choose, you can view how this looks on desktop or in Instagram. So let's see here. So you can click on this button as well. This is what it looks like in the news feed. This is what it looks like in Instagram. So you get little previews of what it looks like. And here you put in your headline, which is like your bottom. It's kind of like reverse. Headlines are usually on the top, I think. Best dentist in Forest Lake. Alright, there we go. And now this button right here, so we just typed in best dentist in Forest Lake right here. And you can even add emojis if you wanted to. But if you want to learn more, you can. Otherwise, you can say get offer. And no matter what you put right here, it takes them to your web page. Download would not make sense. Donate would not make sense. Contact us would make sense. So I mean, you could either get offer. That's perfect. All right. Display link. You don't need that. Alright, so Facebook Pixel. Facebook Pixel is actually your tracking. Now, Facebook Pixel, I'll show you right here. So, your Facebook Pixel, which is right here, it's a little piece of code that you put into your website. And basically, whoever clicks on your ad, you can retarget them. So, that's part of like the deal of having your social media marketing agency is being able to retarget. And that's not hard at all. And I mean, that was like when I was talking about earlier about custom audiences, like that's what this is all about. Like you can retarget as a custom audience. So if you have 100 people who click on your ad, your custom audience could be those 100 people, and you can retarget just as 100 people again. So that way they see your ad again, and you keep continuously marketing to the same people who are interested. And then that's basically it. So after that, you just press confirm. And once you press confirm, Facebook will evaluate your ad to make sure it's all legit. Meaning, like, if you're selling like a sex toy or something like that, obscure, they're not going to allow that to happen. So they basically just review your ad to make sure it's within their basically their standards, and then it'll get approved and start showing right away. And so that's basically how you run an ad for Facebook. And I hope you enjoy this. And you can make seriously thousands of dollars. And all you do is like you run an ad, and then when you're looking at ads, say you have an ad running, you would come over here to like your dashboard, and basically here's like some ads that I've had previously. So like for instance, I ran an ad for Minnesota Media Marketing. This is just a little example. But see here, it's like it had 5,000 impressions. I had 14 clicks. I reached 1,500 people. So like basically 1,500 people saw my ad 4 or 5 times. It cost me $1.23 per click. And so if you think about it, like if my ad cost $1.23 per click, and you were doing the same for your dentist, if it cost $1 to get a click, and 1 out of 10 people who clicked on your ad actually signed up to your email list, that means it costs $10 for a lead. and that dentist would be ecstatic if they can get a customer for $10, because like a dentist is going to make thousands off that customer. And not only that, like when a dentist gets a new customer or a new client, usually people stick with their same dentist or their own physician, their own doctor for years. So if it costs $10 to get a customer and that customer is really worth thousands of dollars, your dentist is going to will gladly pay you $1,000 for that lead. So that's how that kind of works out. Like you run an ad for a dentist, and the dentist will pay you for the ad budget. So like you would say, Mr. Dentist, I will run ads for you for $1,000 a month, and I need $500 to run your ads for ad budget. And so in $500, like you can get 500 clicks, and then out of those 500 clicks, you can get like 50 leads, or whatever, 50 new possible, so I'm just saying, like, this is how it works, and this is how you make your dentist money or your clients money. You get them leads, and then if they don't buy right away, you send that lead emails, because now you have those people in your email list. So you market them through your email marketing to help generate more leads for your customers. So you make them happier. But yeah, just to say, if you have a $300 or $500 budget for ads, you're going to get 500 clicks. And out of those 500 clicks, even if 10%, like I said, that sign up for their email, that's 50 new leads that you just got your dentist. And out of those 50 people, maybe 5 actually become a lifetime customer. So for $500, you got your dentist 5 new clients, and if each client is worth $1,000, your dentist just made $5,000, and then your dentist is going to give you $1,000 out of that $5,000. You know what I'm saying? So like your dentist is making money, and you're making money. So that's how a social media marketing agency works. If you want to learn more about social media marketing, I highly suggest taking a course on it, just so that we can learn more, and it's actually responsible for you to take a course. Everything I just showed you is 80% that you need to know. But when it comes to like adding Facebook pixels, you can go on YouTube and learn how to do that, but you're going to be piecing pieces together. So that's why I always suggest taking a course, so that way you get everything all in one bundle. And there's a course by Kevin David, who has his own social media marketing course, and Kevin David's a genius when it comes to online marketing. That's why I always suggest taking his course. I've taken a lot of his courses as well, but everything I'm showing you is a crash course, and just giving you the concept of how this works. So I highly suggest, if you're going to start your own business, like, here's what you should do, right? So you go out and you go market yourself as an online marketer or a social media marketing agency. As soon as you get your first $1,000, you put that $1,000 back into like your own education. So that way you become better, and you're more responsible with your business. So everything I'm showing you right here is like seriously 80% of the stuff that you need to know. But I can't show you how to do a Facebook pixel just yet, because that's a lot of time, and I'm just showing you the concept of what it takes. But a Facebook pixel seriously takes 5 minutes to do. So, but it's just more coding, and it's not hard, but it's just stuff that I don't want to show you. It's just more stuff, because if I show you that, then I gotta show you more stuff. But that's why I say get the course, so that we can learn everything. And if you're starting a business and you have an LLC, your course is a write-off when you do taxes. So you're basically getting your course for even half off the price, because you get your money back in taxes when you do your refund. So check out the course. It's Kevin Davis Social Media Marketing Agency. It's going to be in the description below. And so that way you can actually get the full-on tutorial. But I just showed you 80% of what needs to be done, and just so to give you the taste of what it takes to start your own social media agency. But seriously, if you're going to become a social media marketing expert, get a course, and keep buying more courses, because don't let your education stop. Like, you want to be great at what you do, so get a course, get really great at it, and improve yourself. So that's how you make a social media marketing agency. That's how you create an ad.